Really strong challenge there.
Bad challenge. That's a bad challenge.
He's in real trouble here.
That is the worst tackle I've seen. That's worse than the Eduardo one.
Aaron Ramsey is one of the finest midfield talents that Wales has ever produced. A teenage prodigy whose decisive goals for Arsenal ensured the club's 9-year trophyless run was brought to an end. But he's also a man whose boyhood football dreams were almost destroyed on the pitch.
Oh, that was a thudding challenge.
Just months after he had turned 19.
Aaron Ramsey is one of the best young players in Europe, and we don't know if he'll come back.
Let's explore the remarkable story of Aaron Ramsey and the horror injury that threatened to destroy his career. Ramsey's football career began before he even turned 10 at the Cardiff City Academy in South Wales.
Some facility they got now and then.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Scouts for the club snapped him up after impressive performances at local football sessions. Even at this early age, Ramsey was showing the focus, drive, and determination necessary to succeed at the highest level.
The only thing that I wanted to become was a professional footballer, and I wouldn't, let anything else stop me or have any other thoughts in my mind about doing anything else.
His debut for Cardiff City's first team came aged just 16 years and 124 days old. This made him the club's youngest ever player, a record that still stands today.
What a bad haircut, eh? So I made my debut when I was still in school. The club had to ring permission to ask my school if I was allowed to play.
Shortly after turning 17, Ramsey signed his first professional contract with Cardiff City, rejecting interest from several Premier League clubs.
I was just really excited to be a part of, the first team and to have an opportunity to show what I was capable of doing.
The teenage sensation would go on to make 22 appearances for the Welsh side, including the final 30 minutes of the 2008 FA Cup final, where Cardiff were narrowly beaten by Portsmouth.
To go there and to play in an FA Cup at 17 was really special.
His impressive performances that season saw him hailed as one of British football's brightest prospects. In the summer of 2008, Premier League clubs came calling again, and the 17-year-old Welsh prodigy would give the green light to a £5 million move to Arsenal.
This was the day that I signed. It was a mad few weeks, where I had to make decisions and had a few meetings with other clubs as well at the time, but couldn't wait to get going in the Arsenal shirt.
The first training sessions would be a huge step up for Ramsey.
Some of the first sessions that I had, I immediately knew there was so much more that I could improve on.
He would need to perform at the same level as established internationals Cesc Fabregas, Bakary Sagna, Samir Nasri, and Robin van Persie.
The quality of the passing, it was all just a step up, so I really had to, improve on that. I was quite quiet and just got on with my work and tried to let my football do the talking.
Ramsey's impressive performances in training would be rewarded.
Van Persie, all through for Aaron Ramsey, his first Premier League goal.
Ramsey! Fabulous goal! Well, fancy a nick here. Aaron Ramsey! That's a thunderous effort.
Driven in by Ramsey, inside of the post and in. What an introduction for Aaron Ramsey.
I was right into the thick of it straight away, and being a 17-year-old was just, living the dream.
Over the next 2 years, he was flying. Working harder than he had ever before, he established himself as a key member of the Arsenal first team and Welsh national team.
Delighted with the way things are going. I'm feeling really confident at the moment, and hopefully I can just continue doing what I've been doing.
But a horrific evening in February 2010 would threaten to destroy his career.
And this is a horrible injury, I think, to Aaron Ramsey. It looks awful.
Stoke City defender Ryan Shawcross came flying into Ramsey,
Ramsey straight away in real trouble.
his studs making contact with his right leg, which buckled under the force of the impact.
He steamed through and snapped his leg in two places.
I just heard the loud bang and I sort of looked down and knew that it weren't right, and the shock sort of come in then.
Aaron Ramsey is one of the best young players in Britain, possibly one of the best players in Europe, and we don't know if he'll come back.
Immediate medical intervention was required. A metal rod was inserted through his tibia, secured with 2 screws.
It's difficult to take. He was just coming into the team on a regular basis, and he's quite down, but we'll give him all the support we can, and gradually should come up again now.
That's really nice, having the card from everyone here, all the staff and the players. And yeah, their messages in there to get back as quickly as possible.
It was obviously a very tough time in my career. And being so young as well, you definitely fear for the worst early on in that sort of rehab process.
Months of monotonous gym sessions followed for Ramsey.
It was important for me to trust the people around me, to trust the medical team that, I will come back from this and get back out there and get my career back on track, if you like.
Wow, what a significant moment this is.
13 months after the horrific injury he suffered at Stoke, Ramsey was finally back on the pitch for Arsenal. But his comeback performances that season were not at the same level usually associated with him. Ramsey struggled to regain his peak form, frustrating fans with his inconsistency and decision-making on the pitch.
Aaron was a little bit off of form.
There's no way in hell Ramsey should be starting any game at all. No games.
Unfortunately, he might not be playing well, but, to come back from a broken leg is very, very difficult.
He went through a bad patch, said manager Arsene Wenger. I sat down with Aaron and I told him, I don't think people don't like you, but they don't like your game at the moment. It was in his hands to change that.
I was focused. I was at an age where I just wanted to try and give it a good go and sort of try and block out things that went on previously to that.
Space maybe for Ramsey, he's in here. Aaron Ramsey all the way.
The 2013-14 season would be the starting point for a remarkable renaissance for Ramsey.
I always felt that he had a good attitude, and he will come out of that bad patch in a strong way.
Delicately finds Ramsey. He can shoot now. Oh, it's a delightful finish. 10th goal of the season for Aaron Ramsey.
Aaron Ramsey absolutely superb.
He's just sold 3 players in one go there.
He's the best player in the Premier League, isn't he?
By a country mile at the moment. His energy, he's box-to-box running.
His season just gets better and better. It's phenomenal.
That was the season really where the handbrake was off. I was fully committed to everything. I just wanted to make sure that was a season that I could have no regrets with.
It's a good ball. There's Ramsey. What a goal from Aaron Ramsey. An absolute rocket. That is absolutely unsavable. 15 goals for the season.
3 seasons after the injury, Ramsey was finally hitting the heights predicted for him as a teenager. And in the season's final fixture, he would have a golden opportunity to get his hands on some silverware in the FA Cup final against Hull City.
It's a big game. Let's enjoy it and go for it.
It was Hull who started the game the quickest,
And this is just a nightmare start.
scoring 2 goals in the first 8 minutes, leaving Ramsey and Arsenal with a mountain to climb.
That game had a bit of everything in it. We made probably a few people nervous.
But the Gunners would hold their nerve and force the game into extra time.
And There's the equaliser from Laurent Koscielny. It's Arsenal 2, Hull 2.
Just like with his injury, Ramsey was determined not to let this setback get the better of him.
Yeah, resilience is massive. It's important to put things behind you and just focus on what's ahead of you and yeah, never doubt your own ability.
In the 108th minute of the match, Ramsey made one of his trademark late runs into the box.
Oh, brilliantly taken. Absolutely brilliantly taken by Aaron Ramsey. And Arsenal finally lead deep into extra time.
It was just a crazy day. It's the sort of thing you dream about as a boy, the score winner in the FA Cup final. So yeah, to live that and experience that was yeah, unbelievable. After the goal, I just needed 5 seconds there, just lying on my own on the floor, just to take it all in and just to realise what I've just actually done.
Ramsey realized his dream twice more, lifting the FA Cup in 2016 and 2017 after scoring the winning goal.
And Aaron Ramsey, the hero from 2014, he might have done it again.
3 FA Cups, get it!
What's most impressive about Ramsey is that he achieved all of this after overcoming a catastrophic injury while he was still a teenager. Rather than the horrific injury defining his career, he showed the mental strength and resilience to succeed despite it, and should be remembered as a top midfielder for the Gunners.
He deserves that praise. I mean, I love watching him in the middle of the park. He makes things happen. And I think to be, you know, the best player in the country in that position, you'd have to do it at Champions League level and domestically. And when he's fit in the middle, he does it.
If you've liked this video, please consider subscribing to the North Bank Films channel for more football documentaries just like this.